WolfGxngDon, never lacking. 2K bills to the fraction, breaking it down to the pound, puts news and views on tips to get you cracking. It don't stop till we on top, boy, brick by brick, we gotta build. Give a like and drop a sub, this WolfGxngDon, you know it's real. Never chill, sauce it up, we stacking, getting bills. Peep the traction, getting badges, 2K champ, this how it feels. This the dawn, yeah, running it up, no time to play. You know what's on, yeah, the greatest builds inside 2K.
What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Don back here with another build video, man, and today I got y'all with a lock/big build, and this build is made for those park players who want to be able to guard all the other positions on the court in park and also want to be able to do a lot on offense. This build can finish, it can definitely rebound and defend, and has a little bit of playmaking, and it can also shoot, man. I don't like making builds that can't shoot at all. So all right, let's get right into the build. It is a power forward, 6'8", 210 pounds with a 7'6" wingspan. With the body shape, we're going with solid. This build does get comparisons to Giannis, man, so I think this build is pretty solid. So for the driving dunk, we're gonna start with that. We're gonna take that up to an 84, and you know those unlock some pretty decent dunks. We're gonna leave standing dunk at 39. We're gonna take this post control up to a 50. Driving layup, we're gonna take that up to a 70, and then close shot, we're gonna put this up to a 77. This is literally just for the badges. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to get these badges sometimes. Now we're gonna start off with a 3-point shot because that's gonna pull up the mid-range shot anyway. We're gonna start with an 80 for the 3-point shot, and we're gonna just push this mid-range shot up a little bit so we get to 70. We're gonna leave the free throw where it is for now. Once we come back with our extra points, we're gonna add a little bit to the free throw, but this build is for park, like I said earlier. Passing accuracy, we're gonna take this up to a 77. With this build, you can rebound and all that other stuff, and being able to do that, you know, you're gonna have to be, with this build, you will be able to rebound. So you just gotta make sure that, you know, with you having the ability to do so, that you have some pass accuracy so you can actually pass the ball out when you need to pass the ball out. We're going to take the ball handle up to an 85. So this build will be able to dribble. Like, it has a little bit of playmaking ability. We're going to take the speed with ball up to a 62 just to get that extra badge. Now for the interior defense, we're going to take this up to an 80. Like I said, we want this build to be able to guard every player on the other team. That includes the point guard, that includes the big. Like, you will be able to guard every player on the other team, and that's what makes this build so special. The steal, we're gonna take this up to an 85 so we can get silver glove. I feel like silver is more than enough. I have it on a lot of my builds, and I get a decent amount of steals, man. I ain't even front. With the block, we're gonna take this up to a 93. We're gonna make sure we can get that anchor on gold. Offensive rebound, we're gonna leave that alone for now, but we will take the defensive rebound up to a 93. This is pretty much like a small ball lineup type of big, so you can actually, you know, get the stops that you need on that defensive side of the ball, but you can also be kind of fast. Now for the speed, we're gonna take this up to an 80. The acceleration, we're gonna take this up to a 77. The strength, we're gonna take this up to a 70. You gotta have decent strength on this build, man. Now for the vertical, we're going to take it up to an 80. Now I understand a lot of dunk requirements are hidden behind vertical, but vertical also has some other uses. So for this build, I'm primarily getting it for the blocks, for the rebounds, stuff like that. Like, this is literally just to make the build better physically. Now last but not least, we're going to take the stamina up to a 91. And like I said earlier, we're going to have a couple extra points left, so we're going to go ahead and put it on free throw. But the build is complete. Final badge count of 13, 16, 16, and 26. A very decent amount of defensive badges. Now, if you want to add badges anywhere, in all honesty, I'd probably add them to defense anyway, because there's some very good badges in tier 3, such as Challenger and Clamps. Those are both some important badges. And if you do want to play the big on this build, Anchor and Rebound Chaser are definitely important too. So the takeovers, we got sharpshooting, playmaking, lockdown, and rim protecting. So we're gonna choose a lockdown, and let's go with spot up precision just to make it interesting. And the build comes out as shades of AK-47, Draymond Green, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Comes out as an inside out shot creator. I have no idea how this isn't at least classified as a two-way, bro. You got 26 defensive badges. Like, this can't be a two-way inside-out shot creator. Like, that's wild to me. But all right, man, let's get into these badges so I can show you the badges that I would put on this build in order to make it one of the best builds they could possibly be. So, starting off with the finishing badges, this is probably how I would run it right here. Aerial Wizard on gold, Fearless Finisher on silver, and Giant Slayer on Hall of Fame. You will see that I did not core badge, so, I mean, you can't core anything in tier 3 on this build, so I didn't even feel like putting it on. But you can core one of these badges. I would suggest Fearless Finisher is probably the easiest one to get, and then put the badges somewhere else like Pro Touch. I think that would probably be one of the best decisions for this build. For shooting, I made this build a perfect off-ball shooter with these badges. You know what I'm saying? We got Green Machine, Agent 3s for the time that you do have to dribble. Catch and shoot, we got a cord on silver in tier 3. Blinders, we got that on silver as well. Volume shooter, we got that on silver. And I got slippery off-ball because on this build, I don't know if I would set screens, but you know, I might. So yeah, let's get slippery off-ball on there. And it just helps in general navigating through traffic. Now tier 3, this build is able to get unpluckable. We got that on silver, cored up. Vice grip, I'm pretty much making this with the thought that it would probably be at the 3 in park. So yeah, we got vice grips on gold, quick first step on gold, bailout on bronze, and then break starter on gold. Break starter is definitely one of those really important badges for any build that's going to be rebounding a heck of a lot. So if you're not running that, I'm sure you have a crazy amount of turnovers, or you're averaging a crazy amount of turnovers in the park or in the rec. So make sure y'all put that badge on, and Vice Grip will just stop you from getting ripped so often. As a big, that's pretty much as close as it comes to, you know, something like unpluckable. Now last but not least, we got the defensive badges. Once again, I did make this build with the intention of it being in the paint more than anything else. So we got Anchor Cord, tier 3. I feel like Anchor is a really easy badge to core. You can either core that or Rebound Chaser, either one. Both of them are pretty easy to get. Then in tier 2, oh actually hold on, I didn't talk about the other badges. So we got Anchor, Clamps, Rebound Chaser, all in tier 3. We can get almost all of the tier 3 badges anyway. You could honestly shave a couple points off in tier 2 and probably a challenger if you wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Also, feel free to add your extra badges here. I feel like if you can add those additional, let's say 5 badges that you have, because I have 5, you know what I'm saying, into tier 3, you can go ahead and get challenger without even changing around much, and you could probably get it at a higher level anyway. And then in tier 2, we got Chase Down Artist, which I feel like is a badge that is slept on. A lot of people saying chase downs don't work, but I think y'all timing might be off because I get them on my 6'9" build, I feel like at a decent clip. So then we got Glove on silver in tier 2 with Interceptor. I didn't use any of these tier 1 badges. The only one that I would suggest using for a build like this is Off Ball Pest, and if you plan on guarding the actual ball handler on the other team, I would highly suggest putting ankle braces on. You could use Brick Wall, we got that. We also got Menace and a bunch of other badges that would be useful. Pogo Stick is one of those badges that would be useful. I see a lot of bigs so much when they jump out of position and they can't jump again because they're already out of position. If they jump again, it's pretty much going to be a foul every time. So that badge will help you out with that. Now, that is pretty much it for me, man. But before this video is over, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out some of my other videos, man. I've been dropping bangers all of 2K23, and I'm gonna keep doing that thing. I got gameplay and all other types of videos dropping as well. Let me know if there's anything you want to see in particular. But yeah, I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. It's your boy Don, and I'm up out of here. Peace.
Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the